Thank you so much for joining us this weekend for our holistic mini conference.
I am divinity defined. I am the God on the inside.
I will say to folks, okay, we're going to take a 1 minute and we're just going to connect with where we are. And we're going to take a deep breath and feel our feet on the earth, feel really ground and connect with the place that we are. Because how often do we actually do that, right?
Again, it's not just you. If you struggle with anxiety and overwhelm or have at any point in your life, you're not the only one. So 20% of the US population has an anxiety disorder diagnosis. So that's like 1 in 5 people. So that's a lot. So if you're at a concert, every 5 people, there's at least one.
It's because of these gourmet mushrooms that they were eating that science really started getting serious about the medicinal aspects of mushrooms. And they wanted to look into this mushroom specifically to figure out what is causing it to have this incredible effect on the immune system. I saw over 20 different studies on lion's mane, and they kept popping up, where it was talking about regenerating the nervous system, regenerating the brain, and each study.
Holistic mini conference. It was a wonderful first day. So this technique is used a lot to help balance both hemispheres of the brain.
And more recently, we've learned that it's not so much the heart pumps the blood, but the blood pumps the heart. And what pumps the blood is the breath. We're going to breathe in for 4. In, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3. Purse the lips. 4, 5, 6, and.
Whenever I'm with any client, I honor that session when my guides, when their guides combine, and when they tell me when I'm interested to hear what you experienced with that. Everybody experiences different things because it's so personal and so specific to that as a whole. So they function synergistically. So that this piece of you over here, or that piece of you over there, et cetera, are all
that are part of the practice to understanding what neurosomatic flow is. So the first one is ontology, which is the study of being. And then somatics, which is the study of movement, and neuroplasticity, which is creating new neural pathways in the brain. And the flow state is an optimal experience. So it's where you're fully immersed in an activity, you're feeling energized, you're focused. Recent scientific discoveries of quantum physics and epigenetics show that the basis that our bodies are made of energy. And our cells function as a community that is controlled by its environment. For neurosomatic flow, we use koi as an extension to our body, and it actually provides real-time neurofeedback. I had limiting beliefs around my disease, and so for all of those on here, you can see she's in the struggle. Take a breath. Take a breath.
Feels like I have to spin it then if I want.
Yeah.
And then one on the right wants to go not like directly in a circle straight. It wants to go out of control and confidence.
Confidence and connection.
We just like collect information, we attend this and that and all of these things, and then we don't actually utilize it. And so then we see no transformation. And it is like, oh, well, this doesn't really work, But how do you know it doesn't work if you don't actually use it? So Caroline, have you had a moment to take the stress test? It is hands-on healing. Some of us would call it. It's made up of 2 words, which was universal life and energy. So we consider it to be universal life energy, understanding that energy is in everything. Energy is in the foods that we eat. Energy is in the sun and the moon. Energy is in any space that you're in. It's, the clothes that you wear have energy, right? Like everything is made of energy. So it's really one of the things that I love about Reiki is that it really kind of teaches your body and allows your body that space to relax. We don't give our body that enough of that. because we're just going. And so you get to relax, and that of course helps to release stress when you get to relax. My form of Reiki, I always tell people, I teach exactly how I learned Reiki, right? Where it's very step by step. But then at some point, you begin to intuitively practice it. And so you're not necessarily practicing it in the way that you learned it. That's your stepping stone. You start to kind of go beyond that.
Is officially the closing of our holistic mini conference, and I want to thank all of the guest speakers that came and shared their beautiful holistic practices and their knowledge with us and all of our listeners and VIPs.